Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into the Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf. We're going to just be doing a little bit of just tarot right now. Anyways, this is a general timeless read. When you see it, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, don't make it fit, but if it could be for your past, present, future, for someone in your energetic field, your energy, a confirmation, I'm trying to say something you may need to hear. It's all up for you to interpret and put it where it needs to go, but it is not supposed to be for. So we have the World card coming out immediately. There could be some type of cycle that you're ending. Maybe you're at the very end. It's like the final countdown type of vibe, okay? You could be very much trying to accomplish something, trying to maybe even celebrate something, okay? Something is just very much in your energetic field. So maybe there's some type of abundance you're finally manifesting. Maybe you're starting to, like maybe it's like giving like low key, like you finished off college and now you're going towards your career or something type of thing. Or like, maybe you did some trade school, now you're going towards this new endeavor, some new manifestation that you're coming to because you accomplished what you needed to accomplish, or you attained, or maybe you fulfilled some type of like certification, some type of like a level up type of thing, like in a video game. You unlocked all the quests so that you can unlock this certain area of the map type of thing, and now it's like a new beginning. It's like that's what's giving though. But in life, so whatever way you want to make it in life, it doesn't have to be like doesn't have to be financial, but it is giving some type of financial abundance or something of the sort. It's also giving like some type of job. Okay, so maybe you showed your criteria. You like did have a really good resume, and your resume is so great that now you can start off with this job or this business or whatever it is. Okay, can we get some more information, please? Okay, so the Hierophant and the Empress comes out. Y'all remember when I used to say High Priestess with the Hierophant all the time? I almost said High Priestess right there, y'all. So anyway, I flipped them all the time. But the Hierophant and the Empress came out. So this is low-key giving a lot of very strong energy. Okay, so you're maybe coming into something that is very like you yourself are very accomplished, very established. You have a very good maybe support team, or a lot of wisdom, or some type of like you follow the rules to get to where you're trying to go type of thing. Like you put in a lot of work, potentially. So we have the Four of Swords coming out. I'm not taking it, but maybe like you like developed yourself in a way like you like it's low key giving like with the Four of Swords kind of energy, like you worked on yourself individually before you stepped out. So now you're in the beginning stages, but you're in the beginning stages coming like with this Empress energy, coming with the Hierophant energy, coming with the World energy. Okay, so like you're ready to start something, but you're over prepared. Okay, like you're very much like in this abundant energy and the ability of being able to celebrate, and the ability of being able to like make anything kind of happen potentially. Like you're very well, let me see, it's like getting reincarnated. Like this is an example, it's like giving reincarnate, right? But you remember your past life, so like or like it's like waking up from a dream where you lived your whole entire life, but it was a real dream, but you woke up and you're 18 again. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, so instead of living your whole life and dying, every turn from what you remember, you can you can remember what, what I'm trying to say? Like you're over prepared. That's basically what I'm getting. Like there's no confusion here on what path you want to take, where you should go, what choices you should make, type of thing. Like you're very established when it comes to whatever you're trying to embark on, whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. So it's like you could be somebody who's very talented, but somehow don't have anything from these talents. Like you haven't invested your talents into anything. You're investing your talents now. So this could be anything. It doesn't have to be like one size fits all. It's not romantic, it's not platonic, it's not work related, it's not like, it's just something in general that you're very good at, that you're now starting to actually manifest and put towards a career. So like it's low-key giving like that person who is naturally great at singing, right? And they never been to singing school, or like they always took choir in school and stuff, but they never did anything to pursue it. And now it's like, why don't I sing? And then you starting to maybe put YouTube videos out, or starting to try to become a music teacher. Like you have all the requirements to do something and now you're actually starting to do it kind of energy. You're like making actions towards it, but the actions are towards receptivity. So now we have the Hermit coming out. So this energy is very heavy. Like, yeah, you've been by yourself crafting like your skill, doing things by yourself, like basically kind of low key in the shadows, kind of. So this wants to come back out one more time. This is the energy I got from this kind of thing. Like you were by yourself doing your own thing, not really worried about other people and other situations, maybe not really worried about relationships, not really worried about um like it's more or less like you were kind of focusing on yourself and focusing on your craft, whatever this craft is, and like becoming abundant in wisdom, becoming abundant in like personality, becoming abundant in like yourself and being fulfilled in yourself, and like maybe seeing the world or like doing things, becoming more cultured. It's kind of giving like you were somebody who follow the rules, but follow the rules like it's not, it's giving like you didn't follow the rules for like, oh, I go to college and now I go do my 40 years of this, then I go get my retirement, and like now I'm 65 and I sit down and I rest for the rest of my life. Like it's not giving that type of thing, but it's giving like you're not out here breaking hearts, stealing from people, like you're not out here breaking the rules when it comes to society, but it's like you did your own thing when it comes to development. So you are like a great person, talented or fulfilled in some type of way. You feel whole. Maybe you don't need a partner. Maybe you don't need a job. Maybe you don't need anything. But now you want to pour yourself into something that is like financial, or like some like a new endeavor, something that will be prosperous, something that, so like it's like you built yourself up to now pour into potentially the world, potentially, because with the world card as well, like it's giving like you're now starting to give it to the world. So you could have been by yourself, a hiatus kind of thing, like people know you but they don't know what you're doing, or people like hear about you, or maybe no one even knows you, I'm trying to say, like, and you just now stepping out and doing and like popping your because you're like very, very successful when it comes to whatever this is. Okay, so the Sun card is in reverse. When things are in reverse, and especially at the bottom of the deck, it's like sticks out to me because all my cards are upright. You feel me? Like I make sure all my cards are upright, and if one magically becomes reverse, it's kind of important to me. It's like a red flag because you see how all of them are upright, right? So it's like maybe this is like maybe you. Okay, so you could be a little bit of a novice or someone who feels like it is giving college, okay? So it's giving like them kids who don't know the real world, but they're ready to embark in it because they put all their time in being in college. So like how like college is not real, like there's no real bills for you depending on your college, there's I'm talking about like, I'm talking about like the people who are sheltered a little bit. We're talking about sheltered a little bit here. Okay, so sheltered energy is coming in. So you could be somebody who like, oh, my mom paid all my bills, and I ate at the colleges, and like we got to party and stuff, and like we were very social, and we didn't have to like balance friend and work life, because we were kind of like sheltered in a way. So it's giving like you could be overly optimistic when it comes to whatever you're about to embark in because of that shelter energy that you put yourself in, or that was your circumstance, whatever it was. So it's like, let's say you're trying to start something new. Let's say you're trying to start a business and you just feel like, oh, I got a small loan of $1 million from my dad, so I know for a fact this is going to be successful. But like, because you feel like, so let's just say that's the example. It's not the example. It's not who you are. It's not but it's just an example for you to understand. So like you have all this money, right? You have all this, like, you don't have to worry about bills. So you could, or so you can put all your, like you don't have a job, so you can put all your money and all your time into this business type of thing, right? And it's giving like, can you please close the door? Thank you. No, close the door. Thank you. Okay, so it's giving like you can really you can really like focus fully on this, but it's giving like you have no, this is an example, but like it's not, you have wisdom. So this is a bad example, but it's giving that you don't know how to maintain a business, or at least you don't know the full weight of having a business, and like, making sure you keep account of all your transactions, and like, like the severity of the situation. So you may have wisdom, like let's say you have wisdom in what you're doing, but like the logistics of the situation is where you're over optimistic, because, or like, like a little bit careless, a little bit arrogant in a way, okay? And it's not a bad thing, but it's just because you sheltered yourself potentially, or were sheltered in a way that you manifested, or built yourself up because of the sheltering, that now that you're trying to interact with something outside of yourself, is going to be an experience that is teaching you more wisdom, evolving you more, bettering you more in some type of way, but it's also an eye opener, because you do feel like you are giving off the energy that you are well established when it comes to whatever talent that you're gonna start pursuing. Thank you. I was about to say something completely off. So why are we getting this information, please? What's going on here? And get more information on what's going on, what this person may need to hear, why we're talking about it. So yeah, it's low key giving like you're just like a child when it comes to, or naive when it comes to like some type of finances, some type of like, it seems like you have this desire, you want to build your skill, you want to develop, but it's like okay, so you started out building something, you started out growing something, you started out basically doing something so much, like, like you read a lot of books. Okay, but you never were in the field. So because you were never in the field, you never had actual experience. You just have knowledge. That's what's kind of giving. So it's like you're open to growing more, which is now why you're starting to embark, and why the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles energy, you're starting to make moves towards your manifestation, and maybe leap on opportunities, and like start to do the adventures and stuff, because you can only build so much when it comes to knowledge. Like, like, I'm not saying you can know everything, like you can try your best, that would take forever, but I'm saying like you can sit there all day and know everything and like learn all the rules and stuff, but that's not what you're doing now. You're starting to do a physical action, but it's just giving like you're not like, it's just like, yeah, like you're just like a nerd who now, like, like, oh, I learned all the moves of taekwondo, but you never practiced them, and you never was in a, I don't know what they call them, I don't want to say a fight, but like, a battle or a match, like you never actually sat there and put the education to use. So it's heavy giving like, you may be immature when it comes to actual action, actual physical manifestations, and actual physical I'm trying to say like fruit of your labor kind of thing. Like, it's giving like you got a good head on your shoulders. That's basically what it's giving. You got a really good head on your shoulders, and don't be too optimistic about it. Be realistic. Be open to it, type of thing. It's such a weird energy, because like, I don't see any problem with it. I just feel like this is a part of your life. You could be very young. You could have just graduated, type of energy as well. So I feel like this could also potentially be projection, only because of the Page of Cups. And the reason why I'm saying that is because somebody could like be saying, oh, well, this kid or this person or this individual does not have it all together just because they sat there and read books. Like, how the people have that saying where they're like, oh, you just read books all the time, how are you really going to know what to do? And then they surprise you. Only reason why I'm saying that is because the Page of Cups is like a surprising energy. So like, it's maybe giving like you're going to be surprising people, and maybe you're going to actually be able to figure something out that they didn't expect you to figure out, whoever's observing you, because, or maybe like you're going to just be like the wild card where you sit here and actually shock everybody. So the Nine of Swords have been showing up consistently. So maybe somebody is trying to get you to worry, or maybe you are worried about it because you are listening to. So like, it's low key giving like you just started a job, and now people are like, oh man, I can't believe you hired that kid. That kid don't have no experience. Why you hired them? Oh yeah, their resume sounded really good. They volunteered here, or they did this here, or they did that there. And it's like, maybe some people are putting pressure on you to like be an expert in something when you are very talented or smart or aware of some things, but physically it's giving like, you haven't started yet, so you're gonna surprise these people. You may have some type of fears or something of the sort when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to the actions that you're able to do. But it's like maybe your mind is super duper strong, and your body will naturally just start to pick up what you need to do, or like you actually have some type of like unlimited potential that you're just now starting to tap into. So even if you're new to this endeavor, you're really going to shock some people when you start out, because they didn't expect that from you. They never seen you. You just popped out of nowhere, and like, had a really good resume, or looked really good, or like, knew a lot of knowledge on it, but you never. So yeah, it's like just giving like you're going to surprise people. So the lovers is popping out too as well. So this could be something that you're passionate about, something that you're making a choice to do. Maybe you're something that you're choosing to pursue regardless of the people and the naysayers on your energy type of thing. Because low key, I am coming to you from like a point of view that's saying like, oh, you're a college sheltered kid or something who doesn't know whatever it is. You haven't put in the time to actually develop it or work, or type of energy. And that is me also potentially projecting on you the energy. And it's like, you could be surprising. You could surprise everybody. You could surprise me. You could comment and be like, yeah, I just got a raise, or yeah, I own the company now. Like, like it's like that type of energy. Like what it's giving a little bit like the nerd of the school who gets bullied because you're not. I'm not talking to you. That's why you don't know what I said. Anyway, so it's giving like the person who's like, oh my gosh, you're like, you're not as cool as the jocks. Like, we're the reason why people come to this school, because blah blah blah, right? And then the kid owns the school eventually because they're such, like it's giving like that type of story. Yeah, like, like eventually you're gonna be known for this. You're gonna be up there, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, we all made fun of that kid, or we all bully that kid, or we all try to make that kid nervous and scared, and we traumatize them, and in reality they're all signing our paychecks. Like, that's what the vibe is giving. Like, you're that nerdy kid who really successfully that's what it's giving, bro. Okay, so there could be somebody who's trying to offer you a position, or maybe you received a position. Someone be trying to like maybe put you on their company. Maybe there's someone who's trying to put you under their ring so they can train you better and maybe get you more insight on something of the sort. Okay, I do want to get a little bit more on this page. It's Ace of Pentacles, please. Reversal. So that's the like second reversal of the thing. So it's like low key giving like you maybe. Oh, so it is potential that people either projected this on you, or you did this yourself, where you didn't really believe that you should start yet, so you kept prolonging it and gaining more information and gaining more knowledge until finally you started to make actions. Maybe you haven't even started actions yet, but you're being called to start an action, and maybe there's like a proposal that's coming in for you, or something of the sort, and you're most likely supposed to take it, okay, and like start this new path. All right, but it's given like you do tell yourself the same thing. Maybe the people have been speaking on to you. I am sheltered. I never had a job before. I don't know if I can do it, like type of thing. Should I move out my parents' house, or should I keep studying? Should I keep going to school? Should I do this type of thing? Like, like maybe I should get more information. Maybe I should like be an intern for 7 years. Maybe I should travel and whatever. Like, it's giving like you're ready type of thing now, or like at least you know enough to be able to make a decision and like pursue it type of thing and make it happen. But you're also somebody who just procrastinated by gaining knowledge, by bettering yourself, by withdrawing and like going inward and making sure that you feel fulfilled inwardly, which is good. It's like a somebody who really just sits there and holds themselves accountable for their actions and gaining the knowledge and like being a better person type of thing, that they did not interact with the outside world as much, and now it's time for you to embark on the outside world type of vibe, because you're really out here. Like, you really will be the wild card. Like, you'll be the plot twist, okay? And you may be sheltered also. I want to say you may be sheltered type of thing, but it's not like it's giving like that's a bad thing. It's more or less just like an understanding that you will fail occasionally, and that's okay. Like, don't be so overzealous, or somebody who like really sits here and thinks, I'm gonna be the best. As soon as I jump on that bike, I'm gonna know how to ride it because I read and watched 17 million videos and stuff like that. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, it's okay to fall every now and then, and get back up and stuff, because you're still going to be having the surprises. So I feel like with this energy of the Nine of Swords, it is fearful, and that's why you maybe have procrastinated, because you've never felt good enough to pursue whatever this Ace of Pentacles is, whatever this offer is. But people are trying to get you on their team, as well. So maybe you need to like actually take it into consideration that you are a ticket item, or people have eyes on you when you actually gonna step out. Like, please step out, type of thing. Pursue what you got going on. Turn away from developing and actually make an action towards it. And like, like if it's a business, if it's a relationship, if it's maybe parenting, maybe you read so much parenting books but you have yet to have a baby. And it's like, okay, so maybe not because you can't have a baby or anything like that, and I'm sorry for anyone who can't, but like it's because you just keep not getting pregnant and keep not, keep pulling out, keep doing whatever you're doing to not get a baby. And it's like because you feel like you're not good enough yet and you want to know more information on the situation, but it's like maybe when you get, and of course, no matter what, with this baby example, there's going to be fears for every stage of this kid's life. Like, you're going to worry about stuff. It's very hard to not worry about your own children. You might be psychotic if you aren't worrying at all, but it's like it's giving. Sorry, I got distracted. It's giving like you are holding yourself back because you're worrying so much, when you're going to surprise yourself. You're going to surprise the world, you're going to surprise yourself, you're going to surprise whatever this is when it comes to it. So the example of the children again, it's like you're going to surprise yourself. Maybe you're more of a natural, maybe you and your kids just click, like, you're surprising yourself because it was actually easier than you expected. And yes, you may have fallen and messed up a little bit or something, like, oh my gosh, my kid's first rash, oh my gosh, my kid's first stomach bug, oh my gosh, like, there's so much things that can possibly happen. But it's like, but you surprised yourself and overcame every single obstacle, type of thing. And it was like beautifully done, type of energy, to where you're starting to now have physical experience and not just thinking about it all the time and developing yourself outside of it. So we're going to pull from a crystal just to close it out, closing energy. I don't think I pulled any closing energy for this spread, but we're going to pull we're going to pull a card. So the closing energy is this card, and we'll just see what it says. Okay, so I got two. Ooh. Okay, so we have Bloodstone. I have never gotten this other card that I'm about to say. We have Bloodstone. It's meditation. So it says, you have the power over your mind. No outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. And then we have Morganite, right? Morganite. It says love. It says, if you love somebody, let them go. If they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. I think I got this card before. But anyway, so maybe you need to like meditate and focus on the love of the craft, the love or the passion that you have for this thing or the thing you want to manifest. Maybe you need to like meditate on the fact that you're capable of doing things that you love, and you're capable of actually making things happen and making a life that you love. And like, just meditate on the fact that you have been sitting here and building your knowledge, building your fulfillment, building your mind, so much so that now it's time for you to actually make an action towards something that you love. Like, you were heavy on the meditation, but whatever you get from these two cards, make it fit for you. If it does resonate and you were like, oh, I was just thinking about maybe I should meditate more on like whatever or something, like if you have something. But I just feel like it's basically now time for you to actually make an action towards something that you love, instead of just like thinking about it all the time. Because there's only so much, like, you can't control the outside as much as you would like to, but you can control yourself, and you can make an action towards something that you love and put your life and make your life something that you love. So when things do fall, your mind's strong enough to continue towards what you love and move in a way of love, type of energy. But okay, with that being said, I'm gonna close it out. Thank you so much for listening, watching. Peace. Oh wait, I just muted it. Did I stop recording? I've been messing up lately, guys.